So today we're going to be taking a look at my girlfriend's top 10 favorite fragrance choices under $25. So you guys seem to like when I have my girlfriend step in and choose some of her favorite fragrances, whether it be favorite fragrances for winter time, the scents that she chooses for me to wear for the week, or even just her favorite fragrances on me, just the ones that she chooses for me to wear the most, like her most complimented scents. You guys like having a woman's perspective, and this was actually her idea to come up with this type of video format, kind of similar to what I've done in the past, where she would look through my entire collection and choose her favorite fragrances within this price range. And here for this video, we're doing fragrances under $25 a piece. So again, this was 100% on her. She was actually going through on FragranceNet and looking up the prices herself and putting this video together. So she spent quite a bit of time on this, which was very cool, and I appreciate her kind of putting this video together. I did help her with some of the prices on these bottles a little bit just to make it easier for her. But other than that, I mean, this was on her to put this together. They're ranked from 10 to 1, so her favorites are, at the top of the list, 1, 2, and 3, all the way down to 10, which is she still does like. They're in the video, but she doesn't like those as much as obviously her top choices here at the top of the list. So like I said a minute ago, these prices are all based off of the current FragranceNet prices. So if you go over there and use the 35% off code, you will get to these prices or pretty close to them. The prices do fluctuate all the time. Nothing we can really do about that, but it'll get you pretty close. The code currently for FragranceNet 35% off is RENG7. That will get you 35% off your entire order over there, and that's the prices that she based this video off of. So all the fragrances that we talk about today will be linked down below, and they will take you to FragranceNet. So if you want to get these fragrances at the prices mentioned in this video, make sure you hit those links, check it out, and use that 35% off code. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. At number 10, she went with Guess Seductive Homme Noir. So this one comes in at $21, right around that, $21.44, I believe. That's a really, really good deal for this scent. Guess fragrances usually aren't that expensive to begin with, and a lot of them are actually pretty good. This one here especially, this is a sweeter leaning scent, and it's a bit on the more bubblegummy side of things, kind of sweet, juvenile. So it's nothing that's going to be mature or, dressed up, dressy, high-end smelling. This is going to be more of a playful type of scent, but it does smell really nice. It's great for the fall and winter time, and it's great especially for perhaps the younger crowd out there. If you are a younger guy and you want something that's going to be playful and kind of sexy and just smells good to everyone, and you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money, about $20 will get you this fragrance. It's a really good deal. This comes in at number 10. Coming in at number 9 at a whopping $13 is Nautica Aqua Rush. So my girlfriend, again, really likes this one here, and she's typically leaning more towards the fresh aquatic fragrances anyway, so I knew that she was probably going to throw this one in here somewhere. Although at number 9, surprised me that it was this low. I do think she put in some of her more favorites towards the top of the list, obviously, but still at number 9, that's a solid spot for this one, and it's a really good fragrance to have around. At $13, you literally cannot beat this. I mean, you can pick this up, and if you don't like it, that's fine. I mean, just, keep it as an air freshener or give it away or whatever. Just leave it there. I mean, it's fine. $13, it's hard to beat. And most of you will think this smells clean and fresh and pleasant. This one's very wearable. It's very fresh. It's very pleasant. And it's just a fragrance that just smells good. It's hard to beat this one. It's hard to dislike this one. Really well done. And actually one that I really like quite a bit as well. And again, $13, you can't beat that price. Nautica Aqua Rush. At number 8, we have a fragrance coming in at about $19. This one is Sean John 3 AM. So this is an interesting one. It's a bit unique. It utilizes leather in here with a bit of citrus, and it's, again, quite a bit different than everything else out there, at least especially from the cheaper end of things. A lot of the cheaper designers normally are going to be those fresh aquatics. This one is fresh, but with that leather, makes it a bit different. One of the things about this fragrance I've talked about before here on the channel is the atomizer on this is just incredibly strong. I mean, that is just insane. I did a video on the best atomizers, and this one made it in there as well. And again, it's only $20 for the scent, so that's pretty cool. Girlfriend really likes this one. She thought it smelled nice, and again, it is a bit different and unique. It's good for spring. It's good for fall. It's good for early summer as well. There is a bit of depth to this one, so when it's really hot in the summertime, I probably wouldn't choose this one. But a really nice scent overall, especially for $20. This is one that you can throw in your cart and pick up. It's pretty good. At number 7, we have a fragrance coming in at about $21. This one is Issey Miyake Low Blue Dissy. So this is one of my personal favorites, especially from Issey Miyake, that is. This is a really well done rosemary kind of herbal scent. It's not one of your typical freshies, which is all about, you know, citrus and musk and aquatic notes and sea salt. It's not that. It goes on more the herbal side, again, with that rosemary and some other herbal notes. A little bit of a kind of creaminess in here as well. A little bit of a spiciness. It's quite a bit of a different fresh fragrance. For me, this one would have made it higher up in the list, although this was, you know, fully on my girlfriend's choice here, and she put it a little bit lower. She does like it though, still quite a bit, and it's a great one, especially for $21. I mean, this is a really, really nice hidden gem type of fragrance. Issey Miyake has a lot of these well done fragrances that are kind of hidden in the shadows. They don't get quite that much love and talk, but once you discover them, you will be surprised on how good it actually is. Really, really nice scent here at number 7, about $21. You can't beat this stuff. If you want a unique fragrance for summertime, spring and summer, you're tired of the citrus aquatics, give this one a shot. Moving into number 6, we have a fragrance at about $22. This one is CK1 Shock. This is a nice tobacco fragrance from Calvin Klein. Typically, from Calvin Klein, you're getting the freshies. So like we were just talking about a minute ago, the freshies, aquatics, they're known for their CK summer fragrances. They do a fragrance every year. And this one, though, is not like those. It's a nice red pipe tobacco fragrance with some amber. It smells amazing, especially for the price, about $20 or so. You can even get the 200 ml bottle for, I believe, under $30. It might be a little bit over $25, but the 100 ml for sure is under $25. Really great bang for your buck. A really, really nice fragrance, and one that my girlfriend does like. She's been getting into the sweeter fragrance, especially with tobacco here recently, as I've been also getting into those more, and I've been wearing them more. She's been starting to like those more as well. And at number 6, that's a really solid one. I'm surprised that she put it up this high, and I'm glad too. That's cool to see that she's been kind of experimenting and changing her taste as well. So great fragrance here. Most of you probably have this one, but if you don't, throw it in your cart and give this one a shot. It's really, really well done, and you can't beat it for $20. Coming in at right at $20, again at number 5, we have Davidoff Cool Water Wave. So this is one of the mini cool water flankers, and what's interesting about this one is this smells a bit like Invictus Aqua. So I knew when my girlfriend discovered this one, she was going to want to put it in this video because she really likes Invictus Aqua. And honestly, I really like this fragrance as well. Of course, I love Invictus Aqua. It's one of my favorite summer freshies. I just think it's a very fun and playful scent, and for about $20, you can get something that's pretty close with a bit of a different twist on it. And this really smells nothing like the original Cool Water. So it's one of those flankers that smells nothing like the original fragrance that is a flanker too. This is pretty much straight up Invictus Aqua with a bit of a twist. It smells great though. It's juicy, it's vibrant, it's effervescent, it's playful, and at $20, it's hard to beat. Great performer and perfect for summertime. This one is at number 5. At number 4, this fragrance is coming in at about $15. This one is Nautica Voyage. As you can see here, this bottle is on its last leg. It's clapped out. I mean, there's hardly anything left in there, and I do have a couple more bottles of this actually. I actually picked up a magnetic cap version of this fragrance, mainly just to compare it to the new bottles, and I didn't get the magnetic cap bottle for $15 either. I paid, I think, $40 or $50 for it, just because I want to do a video at some point comparing them, so I need to be getting on that, because I kind of bought the more expensive one for nothing. At this point, it's just sitting there, and I also have a new bottle of the new formulation, which was about, $10, $15. So this Nautica Voyage, this is one that I've talked about so many times. It's just one of the best bang for your buck aquatics out there, and it's one that my girlfriend really likes as well. It's one that oftentimes we'll use as a room spray, we'll use as like an air freshener, and it's also one that we'll use that I'll just wear. It smells great, and every now and then I do just kind of gravitate towards it, especially in the summertime. If I'm going to be doing something where I'm just going to be sweating the fragrance off, or swimming or whatever, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to wear something that's going to be on the more expensive side because it's just going to be gone, right? It's going to be sweating off of me, it's going to be getting washed off of me, whatever. Nautica Voyage is the way to go. You can pick up a couple of these, toss one in your vehicle, one in your house or whatever, and you can just have one there as a spare. It's just that type of fragrance. It works so great. It's a good performer for the price. It gets great compliments, and all around is one of those must-haves. Sure, again, most of you have this one, but if somehow you don't, get this one in your collection. So moving into number 3, we have a fragrance at $24. So this one was right there on the line. This one is Halloween Man X. So this is a fantastic sweet coffee fragrance. Really well done. Really like this one a lot, and it's worth every bit of $25 or more. I would be happy paying $35, maybe even $40 for this one. Not saying I would go out and pay, $50 or $60 for this one. I don't think I would do that, and luckily you don't have to. But $25 is a steal for this one. It's not a super authentic coffee note. I mean, it's a $25, $24 fragrance after all, so you're not expecting super high quality, super authentic notes here in this one. It's not like a Killian Intoxicated or anything like that, one of my favorite coffee fragrances, but it is really good for the price. Great sweet fragrance with great performance, perfect for winter time. This one is at number 3, $24. Give this one a shot, for real. Amazing scent. And just as a side note here, this bottle is a tester, as you can see right there, and it comes with a cap. So you can grab a tester and still get a cap. Tester, cap, tester, cap, and you can save yourself some money there. I don't know if she priced this at the price with the tester or full presentation. So if it's $24 as full presentation, you can probably get a tester and save a couple extra bucks off of that, which again further makes this one even more of a steal. At number 2, we have another fragrance that comes in right at about $24. This is one of my personal favorites. It's one of my girlfriend's personal favorites. I'm so glad that she put it in the video, especially up this high. It is a Tommy Bahama fragrance. This one is Set Sail St. Barts. So Tommy Bahama is a fragrance house that I just love. I think the story behind them and the visions behind them is just so cool. I love the tropical type of thing they have going on, just from all the fragrance names, from the type of bottles. I mean, this one here has actual rope around the cap, which is pretty cool, and a few other of their bottles have that as well. It just adds to the tropical sea, ocean type of feeling you get from this one. Most of the Tommy Bahamas are going to be fresh aquatics. It's kind of what they do, and that's something that really got me into fragrances. That was my jam when I was first starting out. And I just love the story behind these. I love the names behind these, and they just remind me of summer. Like I've talked about before, this is one that if I'm not wearing it on my skin, I'm usually spraying it on my beach towels, or if we're staying, in like a cabin on the lake or something like that, or we're just on the lake or whatever, and we're staying somewhere nearby, we'll spray it just in the room, just kind of as a room freshener, and then it has this kind of tropical aquatic type of smell. It's just summer vacation in a bottle for me. Spraying your beach towels and then heading to the beach, heading to the lake, it's hard to beat. Amazing scent. You can spray it on heavy. It is cheap at about 24 bucks. This one's hard to beat. At number 2, Set Sail St. Barts. And finally, at number 1, we have another fragrance coming in at $24. So these really kind of slipped in there right on the line. This one is Calvin Klein Eternity Eau de Parfum. So my girlfriend loves aromatic fougères. Some of her favorites are Fougère d'Argent by Tom Ford. She really likes Scandal by Roja Parfum. She loves Rive Gauche by Yves Saint Laurent. And then I think there's a couple others that she really likes as well. I think she likes Beau de Jour by Tom Ford as well. She loves aromatic fougères, which is awesome because I do as well. I love to wear them. And this one here is a really done aromatic fougère. That's a really well done aromatic fougère, I guess I should say. And this one is even more so in that direction than the original. The original Eternity Eau de Toilette still is in that direction, but it is a bit more, has that Calvin Klein take on it, I guess is one way to put it. Whereas this one is an Eau de Parfum. It kind of amps that up. You get more of that barbershop type of smell from it. And man, does it smell good. It's not the highest quality. It's not the best aromatic fougère out there. But for $24, this is a great entry to get into that category, to get into that genre. If you are on the fence about them and you're maybe worried about smelling like an old man or smelling like, you just may be too dated for you, start out with something like Eternity Eau de Parfum. It'll give you an idea of what it's like, and then from there you can explore some of the better ones out there. You'll get into some which are much better quality that aren't necessarily too sharp or harsh in the opening like this one is sometimes for me. You get into something like Scandal, beautifully well blended, Rive Gauche Pour Homme, hard to find but beautiful fragrance. Beau de Jour by Tom Ford, Fougère d'Argent, Platinum Egoiste. There are some stunners out there with impeccable quality, and this is a good gateway into those. So at number 1, Eternity for Men Eau de Parfum by Calvin Klein at $24. that makes this one a steal and a great fragrance for the price. So guys, that's going to do it for me. That was 10 fragrances under $25 chosen by my girlfriend. These are her favorites in this 25 and under range. We've already got a couple other videos done with some other price ranges that she worked hard on to put together. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Again, all the fragrances that we talked about today will be linked down below to FragranceNet, which is where she based these prices off of. Use that 35% off code and make sure that you can get these at the lowest price possible. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.